little tune that we recorded called Wedding Bells Will Never Ring for Me. I have the invitation that you sent me. You wanted me to see you change your name. I couldn't stand to see you wed another. But dear, I hope you're happy just the same. Wedding bells are ringing in the chapel. That should be ringing now for you.
Okay, so how did you two first meet?
Oh, nice one. Why don't you tell that one?
Okay. Well, it's actually pretty funny. We met over a phone app called Tinder. Swiped right on that one. Yeah, we met for coffee, and next thing you know, here we are married.
Why were you two attracted to one another?
Right from the start, I knew she was the one. I mean, when we had coffee, I was laughing so much my stomach hurt.
Well, she made a maternal quality I noticed right from the start.
Has a difference in upbringings affected your relationship at all?
I think we noticed a difference in upbringings when we met each other's parents for the first time. Although our families are really similar, we both value different things. I mean, Jillian's family is Jewish, and if you've ever had a Jewish mother, you know that it's hard to bring home your boyfriend, let alone your Christian girlfriend, so.
Did religion play a part in your wedding ceremony?
Yeah, I think we incorporated an equal balance of both of our religions, mostly to please our parents, but together right now we're not very religious ourselves.
Will different religions affect the way you raise your child?
I think we both agreed that we bring our different childhood traditions into our child's life, but we're not really going to force Judaism or Christianity onto our child.
Children.
We just got married. That's another discussion.
Deal with conflict in your relationship.
Ooh. Well, like, conflict. I don't think we fight that often, do you?
Yeah, no, we fight all the time. It's kind of impossible not to fight and get in arguments when you're in a relationship, but the most important thing is when you work through it. So, like, the other day, she always kind of puts the milk back empty in the fridge, and I really just don't understand
Oh my God, yeah.
So, yes, the other day, I blew up on her for it, and yeah, I don't know, that was just my way.
Either of you given up anything to make this relationship work?
I think Jillian has a funny story about this one.
Well, before we got together, I had two cats, Jimmy and Daisy, and, well, this one's allergic to cats, so I had to take him to the pound, get rid of him. That was my sacrifice.
It's really hard taking her, but you give up things you love for love.
I feel like you're not emotionally connecting on the level you should be. Is there anything you guys like to do together to bring back the spark?
Date night on Thursday night. We always make a point of watching movies,
Popping the popcorn,
making dinner together. You know, it's all about that quality time.
all about that quality time.
Do you both work 9-to-5 jobs?
I'm working my butt off in law school while working as a receptionist at a local doctor's office. Pretty busy.
And I recently got my real estate license, so I'm just kind of exploring that field and seeing how I like it.
Find yourselves taking on different roles in the relationship?
I think we do. I think I take on, honestly, more of the maternal role. I do the grocery shopping and the cleaning, whereas Jillian is in charge of paying our bills, right? You do that?
I do that.
And we both like to cook together, though, because it's really fun to spend time together after a long day just cooking dinner.
What's the biggest obstacle you've had to overcome as a couple?
Well, in the beginning, Chelsea didn't really feel comfortable holding hands in public or, like, being affectionate, really. She, like, wasn't really okay with herself being a lesbian, I don't think. Like, she wasn't really as open and out about it as me. And that was kind of difficult.
You're just general, a very out there conversation.
Yeah, more like, I don't give a shit, like, do what I want.
And I was never really embarrassed of her. I just needed a bit more time to accept myself for who I was.
It just felt really junior high to me. But we're fine now.
Was commitment a problem for either of you?
I think out of the both of us, little Miss Crazy over here had a problem committing because she had never really had a serious relationship in the past.
I think I would agree with that.
Oh, you agree?
for once.
You guys mentioned children previously. Are they in your future?
We can't wait to have lots of kids. Oh my god, so many kids, so many babies.
Well, I mean, we're just looking at different adoption agencies right now, and we're thinking about getting in touch with that, but we don't really want to rush anything. We're still in that honeymoon phase, and we just kind of want to get us a solid foundation right now, and then
we need to find kind of like our area as well, like to just settle down and
until we upset
that
it
takes
with
time,
runners around at screens.
It's definitely not happening within the month, but within a year.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You have to give one piece of advice to a newly married couple. What would it be?
I think it'd be patience and understanding.
I
think patience is really important.
And for me, I think trust and honesty it's just a huge thing. If you have trust and honesty, I think with your significant other, you can work through anything.
Honesty. Always honest, because it's going to come out, so.
Cause I'll find your shit out!
Sweetie.
My advice for newly married couples is to appreciate that nothing that they've experienced in life up until this time takes as much work as living with someone, working with someone, being a partner with someone. So communication, regular sit-downs to chat, have meetings about what's going on and what's important to the other partner is incredibly important. Take the time to make sure that the foundation between you and your partner is always solid, and then everything else will work.
Are you married?
I was married. I'm widowed now.
How long were you married for?
41 years.
If you had to give one piece of advice to newly married couples, what would it be?
Well, don't fight. Talk your disagreements over.
How long were you married for?
I was married for 18 years.
And how long have you been divorced for?
7.5, almost 8.
And if you had to give advice to a newly married couple, what would it be?
I think the best advice I would give is that you shouldn't compete with each other. Meaning that so many arguments can start out of saying things like, well, I work harder, I work more, or I did this, you should do that. So I think that whole thing of being competitive with each other and not just acknowledging each person's doing their best or doing their share is enough. I think the competition ends up in fights and arguments and all sorts of things like that.
Are you married?
I think so.
How long have you been married for?
22 years, 23 years, 22 years.
What's one piece of advice you'd give to a newly married couple?
Don't get married.
Anything else?
Yeah. Just make sure that you pick somebody good, somebody that you can get along with.